out to the fucking drop.
Hey, welcome back to the Basic Bitches. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Ben, and today we'll be talking about our bullying stories.
Words!
They're hard.
So in our one video, well not video, podcast I should say, when we talked about how we were fucked up kids, we talked about how we bullied people. At least I believe we talked about us being bullies.
I've never been a bully. I've always been nice to people.
Don't you fucking lie. You admitted to it, and they can go back and listen.
Do it.
So, anyways, yeah. So, we were bullies at one point in our childhood.
But only because we were bullied ourselves.
Well, I was a bully, and then later on, I got bullied. So, I changed my ways. I don't know how you started getting bullied.
Huh?
How did you start to get bullied?
Because I was gay. Why else would I be bullied?
Well, I mean, like, okay, so we were bullies in, well, for me, it was like, I don't know, the first two, like, first grade and second grade, I was a bully, and then I kind of stopped.
For me, it's like I didn't really start getting bullied till around, like, middle school. Just because that's when, like, you know, sexuality becomes a thing.
Yeah.
Because no one knows about it in elementary school. And, like, I don't think I was, like,
I know I did.
Well, that's because you a little hoe. But, yeah, that's when, like, that kind of started to happen to me. But I didn't start, like, I mean, I never flat out bullied people. I think I just talked shit a lot. But that didn't happen until, like, later in high school.
But you framed people, though, and shit.
Oh, yeah, that. Well, I didn't even think about that. That just happened.
So you were a bully.
I mean, I just get bored and I need entertainment. That's the type of person I am.
I swear.
I'm Blair in Gossip Girl. That's me.
I love that show.
I know, right? I'm addicted to it right now.
Anyways, so who go first for the bullying story?
I care not.
I guess I'll go first.
Do it.
Okay, so when I was going into third grade, the school boundaries kind of changed, so I got switched to a different school, which sucked, because I had a ton of friends at my one elementary school, and, like, I was considered kind of popular, so I was, like, kind of freaking out, but I had a few of my friends coming with, so, you know, like, that was all Gucci.
The fuck?
Understand
Is that a thing?
Yes, it is.
I was not aware.
You like?
Hell yeah.
You go with it?
I'll just let it happen.
Okay, anyways, so, yeah, I wasn't feeling the other school because, sorry, why are you playing with your tit now?
Because you started playing with it, now I want to play with it.
Okay, I'll just continue to play with it so I'm not as distracted. Anyways, so... you're distracting me.
We should totally do one with, like, our moaning noises. That's gonna be our next one.
Oh my god, I swear. Okay, anyways, so I go to this other school and it was complete shit. The teacher sucked and I had a principal that stalked me, but that will be a different story.
Beautiful.
So anyways, I went back to my other school and at first everything was good. Like, it seemed like I wasn't, like, gone for the amount of time I was. Everything seemed normal. But then all the friends I had back then, like, they started, like, spacing themselves from me. And I'm like, the hell? Like, why don't you want to be my friend and shit? So I was feeling very alone. I pretty much had no friends and I was depressed. And there's this instance while I was back at that school that I was originally going to. I was in one of the bathroom stalls, and then two girls, like, jumped up on top of, like, the stalls to, like, peer into mine, and they started laughing at me.
Shit.
And then when I got out of the stall, they were telling me how all these people think I'm fat, and, like, they've been making fun of me behind my back and shit like that. I think they were saying, like, all the girls I used to be friends with were doing that, and other people too. So yeah, so that was depressing.
Bitches.
Yeah, so I only ended up with like two friends
Mm-hmm.
like that whole year. And then when I heard, uh, the principal of that school was going to the school I was transferred to in the beginning of the year, I was like, fuck it, I'm going back to that other school. Like, I have no friends here. Like, this is depressing. I want to be with all the friends that are in my neighborhood, and, I feel like that'd be a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got kind of teased for my weight then too, but then I lost a bunch of it, so that was like, look at me now. I got curves, like I came back to school with curves and tits, like I was on fleek. But then around in 7th grade, like when I was starting to miss a lot of school because of health issues, like I missed half the year because of a stupid appendix attack and I had barium stuck in it. Then I missed more school because I caught mono from the hospital that I got my appendix removed from.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, a lot of kids were teasing me about how they thought I was dead and like why I'm even back and if I'm even going to be able to go into 8th grade and all that other shit. So that was really depressing. And then
Mm-hmm.
I started to gain some of my weight back, and come high school, I got teased hardcore for that. Well, not just my weight, but my chest as well, I got teased for, and my intelligence.
It's not your fault the good Lord blessed you with great titties.
Well, okay, 9th grade, I remember that one bitch, the hick bitch that got preggers by the one guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she told me that one guy that was like kind of checking me out, I thought he was like cute and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, so yeah, he thinks you're pregnant, but like I told him that you're not pregnant and shit like that, and that's like mean for him to say that and etc. etc. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks.
What a bitch.
Good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Ugh.
And then sophomore year was pretty bad because there's that one like kind of whatever bitch, kind of preppy that came up to me and she wanted me to sign up for something, and I'm like, no, that's okay, I'm good, and all that other stuff. And she was like, she made this comment. I don't know how it went, but she pretty much like called me a slut because I had cleavage showing.
That's what makes you a slut. You can't show off any of your tits.
And I was really surprised because I'm like, I can't help it because, like, with the build I would need, like, a certain size shirt. And with my tits being big, like, I can't help how much cleavage shows. Like, I just can't help that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got teased for being in, like, special education. It's like, I can't help, I don't understand math. Like, what do you want from me?
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my exes, who he cheated on me with to be with her, started
Yeah,
harassing me. Well, like, I would have girls come up to me and be like, yeah, so they're laughing at you because a little bit of your ass crack is showing. I think you were at the table with me in lunch when that happened. Like, shit like that would happen to me. And I'm like, I can't fucking wait to graduate because I'm sick of this bullshit. But luckily, our one really good friend who we're not good friends with punched him in the hallways. So
Yes.
that made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I had to tell her to stop. But yeah, at least he got his.
Mm-hmm. He deserved every hit.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my bullying adventure.
What a great story.
I guess karma came back to me when I teased our used to be good friend, because that's who I used to bully when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
And then we became friends, and yeah.
And now y'all don't talk.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of more so her fault.
Yeah, that's all on her.
Yeah, she doesn't put forth the effort.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's busy with her Muslim professor husband and her new baby.
Yeah. I don't know, I still miss her, but...
Understandable.
Anyways, yeah, I guess karma hit me hardcore for doing that, so my bad.
Whoops.
Yay, Ken!
Okay. So for me, like I said, bullying didn't really start for me until middle school. And like part of that was that I went from this really small Catholic elementary school where I knew like maybe 10 people that went from that school to my new like public middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So like I started out not knowing anyone. But then like luckily like I don't even know how, but I made a lot of friends. Like in 7th grade I had a lot of friends.
I was one of
You
them.
were.
When I did attend school, when I
Hmm.
wasn't sick.
I think that's why we weren't really close friends in 7th grade is because you were always gone.
Yeah. Well, do you remember? Okay, sorry. Little detour story.
Hmm.
Remember when we were presenting like those animals or whatever in science class that we had to research and we had to make posters for and shit?
Hmm.
Remember when I got like super sick and the teacher came up to me and was like, "Do you need to go to the nurse?"
No, I
You
don't
don't
remember
remember
that.
that?
No.
So I came late to that class because I was so fucking sick, but my mom made me go because she thought I was faking.
Hmm.
And I got to class and I was super pale. Like I was white. Like that's what the teacher said I looked like. She thought I was like dying. And with appendix like attacks, you get really bloated and gassy. And it was getting to the point where people were starting to smell it and I was getting really embarrassed because I'm like, I
Yeah.
hope they don't think it's me. But my teacher figured it was me because of how shitty I looked. Like they had to open up the windows. I don't know if you remember that, but that's how bad it was getting. Like there's
Really?
yeah, it was bad. And she came up to me and was like, "Do you need to go to the nurse?" I'm like, "Yes, please." And I went to the nurse and I had a fever of like 100 something, like 100.8 or something like
Oh my
that.
gosh.
She's like, "Why are you even here?" I'm like, "My mom made me come. I
Hmm.
didn't want to be here." So yeah.
Hmm.
And to think it took them 5 months to figure out it was my appendix.
Doctors are so smart.
Mm-hmm. It was either 4 or 5 months for them to figure. No, it started in August, September, October. Yeah, 3 months for them to figure it out, and then I didn't come back to school until February.
Hmm.
But they let me pass all my classes because they felt bad for me.
Hmm. It took them 5 years to figure out that my stomach problems were just anxiety.
Yay!
Yeah, no, I have no faith in any doctors. They're
Same.
useless.
Unless you go to the Mayo, they actually know what they're doing.
Hmm.
They're
Makes
like,
sense.
we know what's up. It's like, yes.
Hmm.
Granted, that's like a fucking 3-hour drive
Hmm.
of hell.
Hmm.
It's like, I can't. Never again. I don't want to do that long of a car ride for a long ass time. Unless it's somewhere fun, like
Hmm.
Seattle.
That's just a little bit longer of a car ride.
But that's somewhere fun, not, oh, I'm going to get like 15 blood vials taken from my arm. Yeah, exactly.
That's hot.
Anyways,
Yeah, thanks for getting us off topic yet again.
I'm sorry.
I don't care.
That how we do though.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Anyways,
I don't even know where I was at.
junior high, bunch of friends.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, people just, it was always just kind of a rumor that I was gay. And like, but no one ever like really like flat out bullied me about it.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like I was really sensitive towards it, which
Yeah.
makes sense. I mean, a lot of people are, but
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm. Like, it wasn't until like actually high school that people started being a little bit more upfront about it.
Well, that's because it was the older kids, wasn't it? Like upperclassmen that were doing that
It
too.
was more so like, I think sophomore year was probably the worst, and it was more lower classmen. Like, it was like the freshmen that were saying that to me.
Weren't they dicks? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
like, I just never thought that would happen, because usually, like, the younger people, like, look up to the older people. Like, it's not
Yeah,
like,
because I had lower classmen like tease me too. Like the upperclassmen were nice to me,
yeah,
especially junior year. Like all the seniors were like super friendly to me. Well, for several reasons.
well, that's just because you're hot.
But yeah, they're dicks.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted them all to die.
Mm-hmm. Because there's one in particular who, like, he, like, flat out was calling me a fag in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
Like, before school. And then the same friend went and punched him in the face, as he deserved. And then he stopped bothering me.
I'm surprised she never got in trouble for that.
Well, I think everyone just knew that the people deserved it.
It's true, because when that cop came to talk to me about the one that our friend punched all the
Mhm.
time. Yeah, she was like, yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. I understand. Like, I don't understand why you would have been with him, but he's weird, and I'm glad you're not with him anymore. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, thanks.
Yeah. I'm feeling that.
Because apparently she had issues with him too, but I don't remember what she said.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel like a lot of the bullying for you was like people who would come up to me and ask.
Yeah, I was always through other people I heard, and they'd be all like, "So this person wants to know if you're gay," and it's like, how is that any of their
And it was
business?
like mainly me too, they would ask.
Yeah, like, and I got that from all of my friends that like people were always asking them, and like, I don't know. When I think back on it, I'm like, why did I care so much?
Mm. Well, it's high school. We care too much of what people think about us.
Plus, like, at that time, like, it still wasn't, like, gay marriage wasn't legal. Like,
Yeah.
it was something that, like, I didn't know anything about because I didn't know any gay people. Like, there were a couple, like, now that we've, like, graduated and grown up, like, there are two people I know of, like, that were in school at the same time as me that are gay.
Mhm.
But,
Mhm.
like, I never talked to them when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Mostly because they were ugly, but.
Well, that and one of them, well, both of them left, didn't they?
Mm, well, the two I'm thinking of, one's a year older than us and one's a year younger.
Oh, I'm thinking of the ones that were in our grade.
Let's see, the only one I know of is the hooker.
Well, what about one of our ex friends' exes who was hitting on you awkwardly, who wants to top you, and he has
Oh,
muscles?
him! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
See? So that's four right there.
But none of them were attractive. So I had no reason to talk to them.
But anyway, yeah, like, yeah.
Hmm.
At least I was the only one that stuck up for you, though. That was like, no, he's not gay.
Hmm.
Like, stop asking.
I think that's part of the reason why we're still so close. And like, I've completely drifted away from everyone else in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Just because really they never looked out for me. Like, especially like our Indian friend. Like, she was talking shit about me the entire time.
Oh, I know, because she would always ask me, like, do you think he's gay? I'm like, well, he tells me he's not, so I'm guessing he's not. If he says that, it's like, I'm not going to question him. Like, I'm going to believe what he says.
And even like right after I came out to her, like the first thing she's doing is like setting me up with people and like telling everyone about me. Because it's like Val and Kiri and everyone knew and I never told them.
Yeah.
So like that just kind of bothers me that she would do it. And that's why I'm not talking to her anymore and I have no interest in ever speaking to her again.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even though she keeps on inviting me to her parties and shit.
Is she still doing that?
Well, the last time was in June.
Oh, so then.
Yeah, so it's been.
I think she's gotten the hint.
I hope so.
But yeah, like, I was the first person you told,
Hmm.
besides your parents.
As you should be.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of figured, but I was gonna believe what you said because, yeah.
It's kind of funny when you think back on it. Like, we've been looking at penises together since, like, ever.
Junior year was when we started.
Yeah, and we would, like, catfish people in our class.
Yeah. Would go on like Omegle and shit like that. Chat roulette.
Hmm.
We had a problem. We
Yeah,
still
we
have
still do. We still do it.
What is wrong with
No,
us?
no, we normal. Everyone else is weird.
Okay, sounds good.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our lives. Shit. Yeah, touch me.
I felt like it was necessary. It was getting
Mhm.
too real.
We can't get real around each other unless we're drunk. It's the only way.
And cuddling.
Hmm.
We cuddle when we're drunk.
Hardcore cuddle.
We rub our heads together and say cuddle.
In front of your fiance.
Yeah, he doesn't really care. He's like, eh.
He gets into it.
Oh yeah, I was telling my dad and his whatever about how like we slept in the same bed in California, and like she was kind of weirded out by that. I'm like, why? We do it here when we're drinking.
Hmm.
My fiance doesn't care. She's like, Oh, okay. It's like, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna suck his dick? Like, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down on you because I loved him off.
Mm-hmm. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, we're totally gonna fuck with him here.
I don't get why, like, so many people think that sleeping in the same bed automatically means sex. Because, like, there are plenty of times where I've slept in the same bed as someone else and not had sex with them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find it uncomfortable. I can sleep next to anyone. Like, I don't give a shit.
Like, when Asian friend would sleep over a lot, and then the blonde one would sleep over a lot. Like, we all slept in my bed because you know how fucking big that is.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is that not weird, but us sleeping in the bed is weird?
Yeah, especially since, like, it's not like we're attracted to each other.
Yeah. You're like me brother.
And you're like a girl.
Oh, so I'm not like your sister?
No, you're like my sister, but you also have a vagina, which I don't want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Samesies.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to see my vagina?
Well, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen all of you.
Mm-hmm. And you want it, I know.
Well, you've seen all of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how we do.
That's how close we are. We've seen each other naked. Well, not
Not in a sexual way.
like through pictures. Well, I mean, when we were in Cali, and I would get dressed, you'd see me tits.
I feel like I've seen your tits a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not really my vag, just me tits. Which is fine. They're just tits, you know?
Mm-hmm. I don't get the whole, like, stigma around tits. Like, why you can't show them in public.
Right?
I think everyone should just walk around shirtless.
Mm-hmm. Okay, random. I'm wearing a bralette, and it's super comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Feel it. It's all natural.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah, I'm feeling the bralette.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what's a bra?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know anymore. We're now talking about nonsense.
One other idea on tits before we go.
From bullying to tits.
Even though I am gay, I get the attraction to tits,
Mm-hmm.
but like guy tits.
Mm-hmm.
Because like a certain ex of mine was a little chunky.
Mm-hmm.
The one I was with for a year.
Mm-hmm. Fuck him.
And he had tits.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he liked to say that he didn't. And it was actually really weird because he's skinny, but he always had like tits.
Yeah.
Because like he used to be muscular in the chest, then he lost it because he's a puss. But anyway, so I used to always play with his tits. And he got so mad at me for it. He's like, why aren't you straight? You love tits so much. I'm like, yeah. And I like your tits. Only your tits.
I like to squish my fiance's belly.
I know, right? Like, I like to do that to him too.
And like I need his belly like a cat, and like it freaked him out for a while, but like he knows what's up. I'm like, feel it, feel all of it.
I'm just attracted to Chunk. What can I say?
And that's why I'm your chocolate thunder, even though I'm not black.
Debatable.
Squeeze me.
You an Oreo. You black on the inside and white on the outside.
Yeah. No. I am so white.
Yeah. As am I. That reminds me, I need to show you a song. But that's later.
So that will conclude our podcast for the day.
Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel.
Because we desperate and thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
We also have social media.
Such as blogs, Twitter, Snapchat, Vine. Am I forgetting any?
No, that's all good. But yes, be sure to subscribe. We're trying to get better at our schedule.
We're great at it.
We're so fucking pro.
Mm-hmm.
No, but for real, we're trying.
Yeah, we're supposed to post every Tuesday, Thursday, but someone forgets sometimes.
Well, you know what? Do you know how hard it is to find pictures for thumbnails? Like, I don't know how other YouTubers do it, but it's hard.
Probably because they have nothing else going on in their lives.
Give me your secrets. Where do you find your pictures? Because I'm having a hard time. Unless they don't do the public domain thing and they just don't give a shit.
Won't surprise me.
Yeah, because honestly, I see so many pictures, like, that aren't like for reuse and everything on some people's thing, unless they pay those people.
I have wonder if, because it's a thumbnail, if it doesn't matter. Like, because it's not in the actual video.
That's what I wonder too. I tried Googling it, but it didn't really give me answers. No.
I don't know. We don't want to get sued.
Yeah, so we try. We try really hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, we will be talking to you in the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.